Yeah. I'm wanting the unconstrained power to follow the dictates of my own will. Yes. Not being subject to the dominion of another. Yes. And not being compelled to any sort of involuntary servitude. Yeah. Now, as I mentioned, I applied for rental assistance today. Every time you had a court hearing, you violated the laws. Every time you sent notice of court hearings to a sanctuary, I'd say it's a huge Class B felony, Mike Van Proyen Pooch, for not requiring the avowed that are ordained to make sure the government doesn't send notices to that address. Now, you decided you were going to take dominion over me. Oh, you were going to compel me to the involuntary servitude of allowing you to issue court orders where I wasn't in Brennan and I wasn't cyber stalking. Oh, you were going to dismiss court cases and hold it against me for the rest of my life that I'm supposed to allow you, ooch, the oath, to have dominion over my life. Now, see this? Ooch, July 8th of 2011. My wife abducted my sons. Ooch. Made up a false police report of child abuse and child abduction. Yes. She abducted them, international baby snatching, poop, and you never protected any of my rights as a father. Yes. And then you issued a 1 year order for protection when I wasn't a resident. Yes, she wasn't a resident. Poop. And you decided that you would continue to have dominion over me and my right to the unconstrained freedom of my will. Now, you can sit there today, okay? And you can be the biggest bunch of fucking assholes this nation's ever known, but I'll tell you right now, poop, it's a lot worse for you today than it was yesterday. Ouch! Yeah, you had me arrested on the 29th of 2012, and then she motioned the court 1 week after filing for dissolution of marriage, petitioning the court for another protection order that you issued by minute order. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Had no jurisdiction or authority of law. Poop. And then all of these court hearings where you didn't make sure that I had to listen to what she had to say. I'd like to know, after 10 years of marriage, yes, what was so bad about being married to me? Was it the money? Was it having to have to live in a homeless shelter? Was it that we went through a foreclosure? I did get another job on Guam, and I would have stayed there and I would have worked for Frank Blas Sr. But a large number of family members would not allow for us to rent a place of residence. I went through approximately 30 realtors. I spent every fucking day playing, every day walking around that island looking for a place to live. Now, I'm not the kind of father that wouldn't provide for my family, and if I were to subpoena every realtor, oh, look at you, that did actually sign an agreement and a rental agreement. Yes, it seemed to me that somebody was making a show on Guam. Now we can call all the former oaths of office of the United States territory of Guam Guterres. Yes, yes, yes. I thought you owed me $40 million and all your personal residences and any property. Then there was the take care. Isn't that right, Governor Calvo? Ooh, shh, 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 shh. Somebody decided to use my son. Yes. As that little baby that was going to make Oprah shows. And, well, let's think about it, okay? I did leave the homeless shelter every day looking for a place for us to live. My wife was dissatisfied with not having any money, and well, I'm going to want my 5 sons. I'm not going to want them being used by any person in this government or any denomination. Oh, then I'm going to want to speak to Marilyn because I'm not one of these that would take dominion over another. She is not, Pooch. I'm not going to compel her to the involuntary servitude. I'm going to reinforce the spiritual power of your individual destiny because you're destined for greatness. I'll talk to you right now.